ranch dressing might be one of the best things to come out of the United States. Ask any of the people who have been visiting here for the World Cup how much everyone around the world likes ranch dressing. But when you go buy it in the store, it usually has some junky ingredients, seed oils, maybe hidden sugars, not really sure. You have to read those labels carefully. I have a version that skips all of the junk that you don't need. And I'm actually gonna show you 2 different ways you can utilize this. One to be really high fat and one to be really low fat but high protein. We're gonna talk about why you may want one or the other, and I've actually got a guest. So guys, help me welcome someone really special to my Chris Cooking Nashville kitchen. This is my really good friend. Welcome, Coach Rebecca, to the Chris Cooking Nashville kitchen. Rebecca, how are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. We are going to make a fantastic recipe, and Rebecca is going to give you guys some really good information for your health journey. No medical advice, but really good information you might be able to use to improve your health on a proper human diet. So let's get into the low fat and the high fat butter mayo ranch dressing on Chris Cooking Nashville.
I'm a nurse and a health coach, and I work for Rivero and Amanda Decker at ClearPath Medical.
Can you talk about a little bit of why maybe fat and protein might matter? And
somebody that might need higher protein is somebody that lifts a lot of weights. Somebody that might need like high fat. Your body fat is your pantry and your dietary fat is your grocery shopping. I didn't know I needed spicing up. He's spicing me up.
That's it. So that's our high fat version. Now let's make the low fat version so you can get more protein and not blow out the fat macro.
I am going to be hosting a Saturday group twice a month. You just come, you ask your questions, no medical advice. It's straight coaching. It's good.
It's delicious. That compliments to the chef.
This ranch dressing is really good. Ash actually ate this like every day for 2 years.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, and I have the high fat version, but I also ended up creating a low fat and high protein version because different people have different macro needs and they're trying different things out. So I wanted to be able to have both versions. Rebecca is definitely much more of an expert on fat and protein than I am. I'm just a cook. So can you talk about a little bit of why maybe fat and protein might matter and kind of what you do and what you see and all this great stuff?
So I'm a nurse and a health coach, and I work for Rivero and Amanda Decker at ClearPath Medical. I think that one of the biggest things that we actually come across in coaching is like whether people should have high fat or high protein, right? And it really depends on your goals and your body composition and what you're trying to do. Somebody that might need higher protein is somebody that lifts a lot of weights. They're lifting a lot of weights, or maybe they haven't eaten a lot of protein like over their life journey. We want them to eat more protein in the beginning because they're refueling and rebuilding, because protein is the building block. Somebody that might need like high fat. Ultra endurance runners need high fat, people who are extremely active, people with low body fat percentages. So somebody like my son needs a super high fat because he doesn't have a lot of fat. So if you're burning fat for fuel, then you have to get that in through dietary needs. But if you're trying to lose weight, I'm not going to say low fat. Nobody needs low fat, but you do need a higher protein to fat ratio than somebody that is already at goal weight. And I think that that's really important. And this is not taken into account either, like the people that need high fat for like epilepsy, neurodegenerative diseases, things where we are building nerve tissue, which is important, for those conditions, then you need that high fat. Yeah. But for somebody, if you're trying to do the weight loss thing with a keto or carnivore diet, we want to have a moderate amount of fat, not low fat, moderate fat, with a higher amount of protein. And that will help you use your body fat for fuel. So a great saying is that your body fat is your pantry and your dietary fat is your grocery shopping. Making sure that you're eating the right amount for you and for your goals. And I like that you're doing this. So we have 2 different options. So for people that are like, but I can't eat it, it doesn't fit my macros. Well, we're going to make it fit your macros.
That's it. And I love that explanation of this because I don't try to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't eat. I make recipes. But if I was to tell people what I eat and suggest you may consider trying something like that if you want to, I don't really think high fat or low fat or any of that specifically is something I would ever say as a blanket statement. I always say, Ash and I have talked about this, I say you fat. You figure out where your body is and the amount of fat you need that makes you feel good and attain your goals. I'm just here to create options that allow you to do that. So what I did was I took this ranch dressing recipe and I played around with it, and I've got my typical standard super high fat version, which is mostly butter and sour cream, so lots of fat. And then I have the high protein version, which is very, very low fat, and you can actually make it just about as low fat as you want. So either way, you can add something onto your food. You can either boost your fat if you're having a hard time getting enough, or you can add flavor to maybe some lower fat options when you're trying to control the fat macro, but not feel like you're going to blow your macros out of the water if you add too much flavor. So we're going to have a couple of different options here. I made a batch of my poached egg butter mayonnaise. I will link the recipe for that in the description box for you guys, so you can go watch that video. Super simple. It's a whole stick of butter goes into this. So we got lots of fat to play with, okay? So we're gonna make the high fat version of this first. One batch of my spreadable butter mayo. So that way we're avoiding the seed oils and all of the junk, right?
It's got a nice consistency too.
Oh yeah, nice and soft and fluffy and thick and rich. And you can make it thicker or thinner depending on the texture of mayo you like, just by using a little bit more water in it when you blend it up. It's fantastic, and it comes together in a few minutes. It's super simple. We're gonna use about an equal amount of sour cream. That comes out to be a little less than a cup. Honestly, you can kind of play around with it and you can adjust the flavor based on 50-50, a little heavier on the butter mayo, a little heavier on the sour cream. So you can make the ranch dressing kind of match the flavor profile you like. So if you like it a little thinner, a little more like a bottled ranch dressing, use a little more sour cream. And then we're going to use a little splash of white vinegar, because I'm not putting buttermilk in this, which a lot of times people use buttermilk to make their ranch, but you could totally add some if you want. I'm just going to use about a teaspoon of white vinegar. That is optional. It's entirely up to you. For the herbaceousness, this is chives and parsley. I have a recipe card for this on my website. It's free. You can go download it, print it off, so all of the amounts will be there. Parsley and chives mainly. You can also add a little dill if you like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and add in the aromatics. So these are the standard like you would get in ranch dressing. This is garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper. If you want additional things, you can add stuff like dry thyme. That's a really common one. We're going to dump those in. And ranch dressing is really simple when you put all of the aromatic stuff in there. So we're just going to mix this up.
I guess that's the hence what the word is, aromatic.
That's it. That's it.
Smells great.
Yeah. Now, if it's a little thick for you and you want this more like, say you're keto and you want to do a salad dressing, this is fantastic as a salad dressing. You can add a little bit of water. You can add a little bit of cream. If you want to add a little bit more fat in there, you can thin it down that way. It's entirely up to you.
This reminds me of the consistency of my grandmother used to make a dill dip, which was basically a ranch dip with a lot of dill in it. But it's the consistency.
That's it. That's it. It's that really soft kind of, as you said, dip, that sort of dippable consistency. I really like ranch dressing this way. But if you do want to thin it out and you want to make it more of kind of what would come in a bottle, my favorite way is just to add a little bit of water. And anytime you add liquid or anything like that into something which is an emulsion, which is what the fat is, this is an emulsion of, for the mayonnaise, the butter and the egg. Since we've created that emulsion with liquid in it, we're going to add more liquid into it. I like to use a whisk because you get a better mixture of that in the emulsion. And just add water a little at a time until you get the texture of dressing you're looking for. And I want this to be almost pourable, personally, because we're gonna make some chicken wings in an air fryer and dip them. What do you think? Maybe a little thinner?
That's up to you. How do you like it? You're driving this train.
I'm driving today, huh? I think we'll do just a little more. Remember to do it a little at a time. You can always add more, but it's real tough to take it out.
So what would be your suggestion to somebody that did accidentally add just a little bit too much water?
It's a great question. There's a couple of things you can do. Number one, if you can handle things like whey protein, you could mix in a little bit of like a whey protein concentrate. That would absorb some of the extra liquid. It will maybe be just ever so slightly grainy. So that's something to take into account. I would actually probably personally make sure that you have a little bit of extra butter mayo somewhere and a little bit of extra sour cream. And if it gets a little too thin, throw in more butter and sour cream, and then you can always adjust the herbs and that kind of stuff to bring the flavor profile back. But just be really careful adding the water, and that way you can avoid having to do that. That looks really good to me. That's what I would expect, honestly, to come out of a bottle in the grocery store.
Agreed.
So That's what we're looking for. Now, the only thing we have to adjust now is the salt level. And dressings are generally pretty intensely flavored. You know, they go on salad, they go on meats. We're adding flavor to something. So if it's maybe just slightly salty, if you taste it off of a spoon, that's probably where it should be because you're putting it on something else as a flavor enhancer. We're going to taste this and we're going to see if it needs any salt. I'm going to add a pinch of salt to it. Does not need too much, but a little bit of salt will really help bring out the umami flavors, which is kind of what ranch dressing is so good at.
I'm just sitting here thinking of all the different variations that you could use with this, adding different spices in depending on what you're cooking for the day.
That's it. If you like spicy stuff, this with a little bit of chipotles and adobo all diced up into it to make a chipotle ranch, absolutely incredible. You can leave out all of the herbs and everything I did. You can add a little bit of garlic and onion powder, and you can add blue cheese and make blue cheese dressing. All sorts of ways to play with this. So we're going to taste one more time for salt. It's like the best version of ranch dressing you could ever get out of a bottle. So that's our high fat version. Now let's make the low fat version so you can get more protein and not blow out the fat macro. So this is the one that is brand new. And honestly, I think it's just about as good as the original, which is impressive because there's very little fat in this and it's mostly protein. To make this one, we're going to do, instead of sour cream, non-fat Greek yogurt. So you get a very similar texture. You get the tanginess, all of that. You get a little bit of that yogurt funk. And if you're one of those people that finds that yogurt makes your tummy feel better, then there you go. Here's a great way to get it in your diet. So that's 1 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. This is a double batch of this, and you can actually adjust the amount of this. This is 2 tablespoons of the butter mayo. So this is less than 2 tablespoons total of butter. So significantly less fat in this batch than in that batch over there. And you can actually reduce this down. You can just do 2 teaspoons if you're really trying to watch it. Just a little bit for flavor and texture is helpful, but that way we don't have like a whole stick of butter in our batch of ranch dressing. And then we're going to do all of the same things. The splash of white vinegar, the same parsley and chives combo, and the garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. And same thing, we're going to mix this all together and we'll taste it for salt and adjust the texture with water. You do want to be careful with this one. I've found that if you try to adjust it and make it too thin, it ends up being a little watery tasting because you don't have as much fat in there. So my recommendation is don't try to make this one quite as thin. Leave it just a little bit thicker and you'll like the flavor of it better. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to thin that out some, but not quite as much. I also find the water is easier to mix into this one because there's way less of a fat emulsion. The Greek yogurt accepts the water a lot easier. Okay, so just a little bit thicker, still very acceptable dressing texture. And same as before, I'm going to taste for salt. I'm adding more salt to this one because we don't have the salt from the butter mayo in there nearly as much because I didn't use near as much butter mayo. I'm making a mess. Rebecca's over here, just like friendly fire over here from the bowl, just...
It's all good.
You like mayonnaise.
It's all good. I didn't know I needed spicing up, man. He's spicing me up.
That's it. Try it again.
Just as good?
It's different texture, but flavor-wise, it's basically the exact same thing. Now you need to do is taste it. See what you think. So that's the high protein version.
That's really good.
And there's the high fat version. And these will get better as they sit in the refrigerator overnight, so make them the day before.
That's so true.
Yes.
They're both really good. Difference in texture, but it's very similar.
That's how you make them. That's the 2 versions of them. But the true test is how they work on some chicken wings where we would normally use them. So let's air fry up some chicken wings and let's give these a proper taste test.
So you ready to try these?
Absolutely. Looks good. My compliments to the chef. Okay.
So try that one on. It's good. It's good. I got one. Here's the other one.
Okay.
This is the high protein, lower fat one. Honestly, I think I like the lower fat one better on wings.
It's delicious. It's delicious either way. I think they're both good.
Thumbs up. Both of them. It tastes amazing.
Tastes amazing?
It tastes amazing.
Awesome. Well, if you guys want the full recipe for this and 129 other recipes, you can go get a pre-order of my cookbook, Eat Your Meat, Love Your Life. I'm going to link that down below. Also, if you want to be a little bit more involved in this community and you want a little more help along the way, Coach Rebecca is actually in our private community called The Band. You're working with Amanda Decker, and you guys are doing some cool stuff. So what kind of stuff are you guys going to do for people in there?
So I am going to be hosting a Saturday group twice a month. Starts, what is this Saturday? July the 11th? Yes. So July the 11th, and that'll be in the mornings, about 9:30 Central Standard Time. I'll be doing group coaching sessions. So you just come, you ask your questions, no medical advice. It's straight coaching, lifestyle management, the 4 pillars of health, and how do you calculate your macros? We can help with that. What kind of protein do you need? Do you need to know how to do an elimination diet? We can do all that and work through different things. It's about community. It's about getting support from me and from your fellow community members and being involved, because a lot of people don't have somebody in their home that is supportive. And so we're meant to be that supportive community.
That's right. I love that. We're very excited to have Rebecca and Amanda Decker and the rest of the team over there, and like Clear Path Medical, all of them helping with the band. That is going to be fantastic. So I'm going to have the link for that down below so you guys can come join the community. It is awesome. It is growing. We're going to be doing more stuff. I do extra recipes in there. We do extra private live streams. It is a really cool place to get the support you need. And you get to learn things like this, like that high protein ranch. The band has known how to make that for a while. It's really, really cool to get to share extra stuff with them. And there's a bunch of recipes in there I've never shared anywhere else. They're all really fantastic. And of course, if you need more recipes, go pre-order the book. That link is down below. This ranch has been a foundation of so many things in our household. I think you are going to really enjoy it, and I'm going to link everything you need below to make this, including the butter mayo recipe. And in the meantime, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you here in the kitchen for another one soon.